Howdy, neighbors. It is I, Nanny, for another Nanny Vlog. I am standing in my guest room slash office slash craft room because it's Sunday and this is what I've been working on today. Now, it's still in a bit of a shambles because, well, I just ran out of steam, ran out of time. But I thought, hey, why not do a vlog, give you a quick rundown of what this room is really like. Here at the desk, this is where I work when I work from home during the week. Doug uses this sometimes for his connection codes, coaches meeting, or coaching sessions. So this is the office portion of this room. We do our podcast from here and all of the things that Doug and I are working on together for Heart Roots Resilience. All kind of happens here. And then this bed is the most glorious bed I've ever owned. But it's not big enough for us anymore. Once you have a taste of sleeping in a king size bed, a queen size is no longer sufficient. And yes, I know the comforter is on the wrong way, but it works because then the chairs that roll around in this room, the office chairs that roll around in this room, don't get caught on the comforter. If I ever have a guest, I'll have to switch it. But for now, that's what it is all about. This is kind of a part of my destashing station. I've got some things that need to go down in the storage in the garage, or the basement as we frequently call it because it's downstairs, and we lived in a house where the basement was downstairs for so many years. We call it the basement. Technically not the basement. Oh, I want to show you this. Okay, I am obsessed with this wrapping paper with the vintage Santa. I actually even have a blanket that I paid $5 for at Walmart that has that same pattern. I have got to do something with it. I don't know what. Obviously I didn't use that roll to wrap presents. My little slice die cut machine, I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with that. I don't use it, it's obsolete. There's some unfinished craft projects in those boxes, and then Longaberger baskets that I've gotten from my mother-in-law. They need a home. The walls clearly need pictures, but I am horrible at that. It'll be another couple months before I figure out what I want to put on walls. Although this wall over here does have this banner. Hopefully you're getting a big shot of that. It was my mother's. So, I don't know if we're going to name the room after her. And yes, I need to change my calendar. But here is the thing that I've spent the most time on today, and that is this here closet. I know you probably think, oh my God, did she even work in there? But it was worse. There was like down here on the floor was a bunch of these tubs all stacked up and another tub, and it was terrible. There's our other office chair and a recipe binder. And then over here is a lot of like tools and supplies. There's the 2 big containers of punches that I don't know if I need all those anymore. My napkins, my stamps, altered book, unfinished project, altered book. Sorry, didn't have the camera up. Stamps, napkins, altered book, in the one with the little black handles. That I think I have a video on my YouTube channel about, that I did a long time ago, gazillion years ago. Scrapbooking paper, music sheets, cardstock, tea-dyed papers, packaging, all that stuff that are used for junk journals. There's my little binding kit. And paper bags to make paper bag journals. And then these alcohol ink pens, I've decided I wanted to try coloring with them. I like it. I just have to learn how to use it and I've bought some at Five Below that they were okay. It's just when you try to take the lid off, they come apart. And then I got some at Walmart that were like $20. And I really like them. They're much better. And then my shredder and One of those is a scanner, but I'm not sure what the other one is. I bought them to do something with at some point. And then if we go back over here, oh wait, there's my sewing machine that my mom got for free on the free table in the Altamont apartment complex in Roanoke Park, California, where she lived. And all I needed to do was take it to get serviced and buy a foot pedal, and it was good to go. It's older, but it's great. And then there is my bag of bags. There are Aldi bags in there, Trader Joe's regular bags, Trader Joe Christmas bags, packaging from Amazon that I'm going to make into junk journals, but I did tell myself I am no longer allowed to save paper bags because that's plenty. Frequently having to tell myself that's plenty. I did destash some stuff to get rid of. In the drawers behind me, there's some stuff that was like, it's like crafting supplies. I'm getting rid of those. I'm not doing anything with that. These, the black one is my sketch pads, pencils, that kind of stuff. That blue one is just filled with adult coloring books, coloring pencils, probably some watercolors that I've really not ever used, but I really want to learn to use, but I have them anyways. Yeah, that's how I do. That's how I do. And here is a whole bunch of, you can see, there's a whole bunch of unfinished projects in those little plastic colored zipper pouches. This is a fun friend. It's just a bunch of junk mail that I got when I worked at a church, and I folded them all up and made them into signatures. It is really fun to do. I love doing that. It just takes your mind to another place. So it was a lot of fun. And then there's some other art journals and junk journals, an altered composition notebook, magazines that I've taped together, a soul book, altered encyclopedia, fun stuff. There is my sewing baskets. The golden one was my mom's, and the other thing above was my mom's stuff. My paint caddy, which I haven't painted in years. Jewelry making supplies, those little like colored rubber bands that you hook together and make bracelets and all that stuff that I was doing with my California granddaughter, that she probably is too old to do now, but I still have it. And then just more scrap papers and all that kind of stuff. I would love at some point to do some tutorials or flip throughs on some of my journals. There's even more in here. Couple more journals and stuff in there. Anyways, I'd love to do some flip throughs if anyone is interested. Well, I might do it whether you're interested in or not. But I just thought I'd do a quick video before Doug got back home. And so here it is. And this is my weekly vlog, and I'm sharing with you what's happening in my life so you can keep up with me. Like I said, really thinking about doing flips and tutorials for some of that stuff. So look for that in the future, I guess. Well, that's it. Ta-ta for now.